This Mx-5's got one big problem, and today we are going to fix it. If you watched the last video, you already know these old Mini Cooper wheels are the big problem. They've only got 165 cross section, and they're old and they're horrible, and I hate them. So I've been on Facebook Marketplace and I've gone and got some of these. XXR's 00 2.5s, a much more beefy wheel. We've got an 8-inch cross section, 195 tyres on them, 2 Toyo, 2 Michelin PS3s, 400 quid, Facebook Marketplace. I think that's a good deal. First thing we're going to do is get them cleaned up.
Step 1 of getting these wheels cleaned up is use a power washer to get the worst of the muck off. Then we're going to use Iron Out from Auto Finesse. This is quite an aggressive wheel cleaner. Should cut through any iron dust from brake pads, etc. that are left on the wheels. Then we'll rinse that off. Next we're going to use Auto Finesse's lather. This is just a car shampoo that I have lying around already. So we'll use that just to shampoo the wheels off. And finally, rinse the shampoo off. And then we don't want to see that 4 more times, so let's spin a montage up.
Alright, welcome to the old stables. Next step is to get the wheels on. We're jacking the car from the front under the crossbar because the last time it was jacked, the sill had to be replaced. Let's get this wheel off. There we go. They don't look too bad, to be fair. I thought they'd be much more cracked and worn than that. Okay, so let's get the wheel on. We need these, which are spigot rings, and that just helps the wheel stay on the centre hub. Right, proving to be tricky, so we got Jeremy Clarkson's favourite tool here. Shout out Jeremy, that's worked perfect. Please go over the brakes. It was about this point I realised this was not going to plan. Alright, so the fact that you're looking at me and not a wheel on a car means we have had a problem. Probably a rookie error. Let's have a look. So here's our old wheels, and here's what the wheel nuts look like. And you'll see these are nice and shallow, loads of room, go in there just fine. And if we come across the XXRs, you'll see these are super deep. So when that goes all the way in there, there's no way you can use the Ugga gun to get it on. So we're going to need to order some special lug nuts to get the wheels on. And we've also noticed, and now that once the wheels got tidied up, this tyre is pretty bald. It's obviously been cambered within an inch of its life. Interesting to see the comparison between the two different wheels though, like so much extra rubber on the new ones, and also they're slightly smaller diameter, so that's going to be, I guess, essentially lowering the gearing of the car. So a bit of an epic fail today. I'm new to this, don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to get this wheel back on so we can get the car out of the stables. And fast forward to when we've got our new wheels. So we're back in the stable, we've got the car jacked up, the old wheel back off again, rinse and repeat, day 3 of trying to change these wheels. So these are what I ended up buying, is a little internally driven lug nuts, so essentially a bit like a locking nut I guess. Have this key, goes on like that, and that, because you drive it from the inside, they've got a really thin profile, and on the aftermarket wheels they should fit. So let's do our first test and hope for the best. Right, let's get the wheel on, shall we? Right, really excited for how these are going to look. Let me finally get them on. These look sick. They look sick. The light bounces off the... Oh yeah. Let's go. But these look really great, so let's get the rest of them on. Right, it's hard to believe, but it's dark, and I've got a little boy whose bedtime it is. So it's actually going to be a 4-day job to get these wheels on. We've made it. Day 4. Let's finally get these last 2 wheels on the car. just come to pick the camera up to film the last sort of bit for the day. And I found this. It's a spigot ring. Goes in the middle of one of those wheels. So I'm going to take it off again. Oh. Okay, I've watched the footage back and this is the culprit. So we'll do some magic editing and in 3, 2, 1, boom, it was that one. So all good. Right, now the car's on the ground, we can do the last step, which is just to torque up these to spec, 110 Newton meters. If you're still watching, congratulations, you have made it through the longest wheel and tyre change in automotive history. 4 days. The car behind me is looking absolutely sick. I just want to say a big thank you if you're still here. If you want to see my impressions of what it's like to drive on these new thick boys, maybe give the channel a wee subscribe. And if you want to see what it looks like clean, definitely subscribe because that desperately needs done. I will leave you with some glamour footage of the car.